everyone, it's just about that time and... Oh.
Scott Pilgrim versus the World versus Movie Bad Review.
Hey everyone, yes it is that time, it is I, and on our chopping block today, yes I brought my roll of quarters because I'm going to take on Scott Pilgrim versus the World. Link to the bottom of the cast and crew. Basically a story of a guy named Scott Pilgrim who is trying to discover, true love. He thinks he found it with this one girl, and then he happens across this delivery girl with purple hair who he instantly falls in love with. It's the girl of his dreams, and in order for him to go out with her, he has to defeat her 7 evil exes. Yes, there are bosses. There are mini bosses. Why? Because it's a video game movie, but it's more than that, folks. At its core, it is a love story. A love story about 2 teenagers discovering true love after they've been shits to all other people, and they finally find each other wrapped in a big video game reference comic book looking kick-ass action scene, fun, visually stimulating film that will truly knock you back in your seat. Folks, this movie is fun in all kinds of ways. Okay, folks? Forget your other video game movies that may have came out this year. They blow compared to Scott Pilgrim, which is based off of a graphic novel series, which I recommend you read. Very good. Now, granted, yes, they took a lot of liberties, so a lot of the fanboys out there didn't exactly like some of the liberties they took with it. Who cares? It's a fun movie. For once, they did a video game live action film correctly. I mean, and it's just a surreal, stimulating visually. I mean, the cinematography in it is so much fun. They captured so many different genres. The video game genre, the comic book feel, the freaking anime movie feel to it. I mean, this is the first time I've seen a live action film in a long time that captured the video game feel. And maybe it's because they had a bigger budget. I know they've done them in Japan live action, but this was done well, folks. It is a fun movie that is entertaining. Let's see, what are the points that it has? It's got good dialogue, it's got great video game references, especially for retro video games, it's got good directing, cinematography, and the music is so appropriate. It just, they picked it so well to go along with this film, including the original Zelda music, which they had to make a case for to Nintendo, and Nintendo gave their blessing, and we are glad they did, because it just added so much to that video game feel of Scott Pilgrim versus the World. It has epic fights, and I do mean epic. And what's great about the world that they paint in Scott Pilgrim is you got all this crazy shit, video game type stuff happening. Nobody questions it. That's what I loved about this world. I want to live in the Scott Pilgrim world, folks, and you will too by the end of the film. Bring your roll of quarters. It will be money well spent. That's right. Scott Pilgrim gets not 1, 2, 3, 4, it even gets the 5. Yes, the 5 big stub rating, folks. It's a 100,000 point movie. Definitely go see it. Your quarters will be well spent. That'll about do it for us here at the Final Cut. Till next time, keep that ticket stub and those extra lives. Bye.